That's okay.
Awesome. So, guys, thank you tuning in for another episode with me. I'm Udit Goenka, the founder and CEO of PitchGround. Today, we have Banu with us from ConectoHub. And today, we're going to be talking about OKRs, which is not such a spoken topic, but also one of the most important topics, especially if you want to grow your organization. If you're someone who loves being a solopreneur, then you're going to learn. But if you are someone who wants to build the next 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, or 50 or $100 million company, without OKRs, it's just not possible to grow. Like I have not seen a single organization doing it. When I started PitchGround, we didn't have OKRs. It was fine, great until we hit about like 7 to 8 team members. That's when it started getting problematic because it's not possible for you to micromanage every little thing. You have to make sure that you have your key objectives and results properly scheduled, set up, and being tracked. And that's the only way you can really grow because everyone, and especially your individual team members, can see their core responsibilities and understand what they really have to deliver. Because if you aren't clear as an owner of the business, what you expect from your team members are not going to be able to deliver that. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So, Banu, again, for people who are tuning in, if you can just take a moment to introduce yourself once again before we dive into the presentation, that would be great.
Hmm, that's great. Uh, I'm sharing my screen. I just want to show you uh, small steps of OKRs. I just want to share my screen with it. That's the best way for showing people what's OKR and how we can apply that OKR. And I just want to ask people that are you looking to apply OKR for your personal life or your company? Are you a founding member of your company or your employee? That's so important because it's change. And as you mentioned that, if you want to make sure that who is doing what, OKR is the best way. But giving people to autonomy and making great company, that's the important point because we are looking for high value output, all of my organizations. Giving people autonomy and seeing the results, it's the best way for achieving high value added output. And you can achieve with OKR easily. Maybe you are seeing that that's not easy, but if you start, then you will see that it's easy. But for respect, I just want to show you OKR history. It's not a magic thing. We had some goal management methodology in the past, like MBOs. And based on MBOs, it's improvement methodology. And Andrew Guru invented this and applied it in Tel. Then people saw the success of OKRs and they apply it to Google. All of the world know OKRs based on Google's success. Why? Because they started to apply OKR with small teams, and now we see Google as one of the biggest company in the world. How? Because they set some strategic goals, and always they look their goals, and when they see the scaling their company, they can easily create alignment with OKRs. That's the important point. How we can start OKRs, and everybody, you can ask us questions, and you can ask questions to me always. I just want to give you a small example for understanding that you can apply OKR for every level of your life. If you have vision, for example, if you have vision to become the leader, the worldwide leader in e-commerce or whatever it is, you have some mission. For example, in that example, you have a mission that help people save time and money, but you should turn that vision and mission to objective. That's example to showing people how you can turn your vision to your objective. You can set your ambitious objective like become the worldwide leader in e-commerce by saving people money and time so they can live better. That's really motivational objective. That's so important, having vision, mission, and setting some strategic objectives. But OKRs giving the simple methodology, becoming individuals, companies, teams, more outcome oriented. What I'm talking about. When you are looking OKRs, objectives and key results, I just say that objectives are goals that inspire and set direction for you and for your company. That's the answer of question, where do I want to go? But your key results should be more specific, measurable, and outcome oriented. You should measure that. How do you know you are getting here? But you should separate your initiatives than your key results. I just want to give you an example. Your coding team have some goals or key results or KPIs. For example, I just want to give you a wrong key result example. Releasing 6 new features. That's not a key result. That's an initiative. You should separate your initiatives and tasks between your key results. Your key results should be increase your NPS like from 8 to 9. But your tasks and initiatives can be like release 8 new features. That's so important to understand the key results and initiatives. That's why we create ConectoHub actually. We are giving people a platform to set their objectives, to set their key results, then set their initiatives, projects, daily tasks, and everything. And they can link their initiatives with their key results and see the progress of their goals based on their business output and see the difference between key results and initiatives. That's so important for understanding to writing goals and key results. I just want to give you an example too. You can set a goal to turn website into lead generation machine. Then you can set your key results, 400 requests from website visitors per month. That's outcome oriented. That's measurable. That's so important. But you should do something for achieving that number. How you can achieve that number? In that example, you are seeing that you are creating 8 new landing page by project or by daily tasks. You should separate these things, your key results and initiatives, and you should look your world by outcome-oriented way. That's the important methodology. And that's the magic point of OKR actually. And we are giving in ConectoHub, that's differentiation. You can easily set your key results and initiatives and see your key result progress based on your initiatives. That's the magic point, actually. You are bridging your strategy and your execution. What's your strategy, your objectives, and key results? What's your initiatives, your execution? And I know that everybody knows KPIs. And sometimes they're asking to me that, can we apply OKRs and should we give up our KPIs? No, because you can manage together. They're working together, actually. There is no separation between OKRs and KPIs. You can manage both of them. I just want to give you an example. For example, you are traveling. Your travel guide, your strategy, but your navigation, where you want to go, your OKRs. But you are looking your dashboards. That's the KPI. You can easily manage your OKRs based on your KPIs, actually. And last example, if you have an objective like delight our customers, there are 2 key results. One is reduce revenue churn from X to Why? You can set your initiative like you are trying to create a support team, interview with 10 support representatives. That should be an initiative, not key results. I'm really mentioning about the difference between key result and initiative. That's so important part, actually. I just want to give you the basic mindset of OKRs. That's why all of the companies, all of the individuals are successful by applying OKRs. You can set your second initiative, like launch in app live chat. Then you can set your second key results, increase net promoter score from X to Y. And you can set your initiative like publish an FAQ. That's the important point of OKRs, actually. Do you have any question, Judith?
No, absolutely not. I think you can just proceed.
I finished the basic informations about OKRs, actually. I'm stopping my share, and after that, I want to show that how we are differentiating their key results and initiative on our platform. But if you have any question, we can talk about OKRs and other things, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Because
I think before we dive in, Vanu, there are a couple of questions that were pinged out. The first question is that when should we apply OKR? Like, how big should be the organization before one should consider applying an OKR?
yeah, that's a good question. It doesn't matter how big your organization, but implementation period is will differentiate based on your organization number. I highly recommend that from day one, you should set your goals, set your key results for being outcome oriented, for applying that methodology when your company is growing. That's so important. I highly recommend that from day one, you should apply it. But if you are scale up, you are growing fast, as soon as possible, you should apply your OKRs because you should create alignment. You should see the results. If you want to change something, first you should see your results. I highly recommend that.
Great. So a good follow-up question from here is, very often we see that people do mistake OKRs with something like a task management system. How do you sort of differentiate both of them?
I just want to give you an example. Actually, I'm sharing my screen again from our platform. I just want to show you some couple of examples. Actually, you can see the differentiation between key results and your task. Actually, for example, if you have key results, right? Like increased close rate from 22% to 27%. That's your outcome-oriented key result. That's so important because you are seeing the number. You are a salesperson. You are trying to increase your close rate, but for achieving that key result, that outcome-oriented key results, you are doing something. That's the part of we are defining initiatives, we are defining tasks or projects. In that example, you are seeing a screen from ConectoHub because we have two systems. First, I should explain the differentiation between two systems. OKR system is the system you can manage your goals. Work management system is a system you can manage your projects and daily tasks. You can link two systems, and easily you are seeing differentiating point of your key results and your initiatives. In that example, you are seeing that increased close rate from 22% to 27%. That's your key results. But achieving that that key result, you are doing something. For example, shorten your trial period. And you are doing a project like new customer channels. You are trying to increase number of channels for gaining new customers, but it's not a key result. It's not an objective. That's not outcome-oriented thing. You should separate between that. By looking at that screen, you can easily separate that. What's my key result? If you, for example, you don't know how to apply OKRs, and from day one, you are trying to set your OKRs. With ConectoHub, you assume that you set your key results shortened trial period. Then, while you are defining your task, you are seeing that you are writing a task which name is shorten your trial period. You are understanding now that it's not your key results. Then you are changing your key results. That's the differentiating point of your OKRs and your tasks and your projects. And we are trying to give people the mindset of outcome-oriented. And with some interviews with our customers, we saw that they are getting better, and the best of who are applying OKRs. One of our scale-up from Colombia has said that they are looking their objectives and key results on task page. Then they are deciding on which tasks and projects adding for achieving that goals, and they are easily applying OKRs by understanding the differentiating point. That's the important point for understanding differentiation. I think it is useful for everyone. Any example of personal OKRs? That's the question. If you don't have any question, I can easily give you an example.
I think Banu, what we can possibly do is we can dive into the product demo of ConectoHub, and then maybe we can create a section over there of how you can actually create an OKR for your personal purposes.
You want to see a quick demo from our platform?
Yeah, we can go through the entire product demo of the product, and then we can create an OKR, because I think that's the best way to really show the best example of how we can really build an OKR.
Okay, that's great. I just want to give you an example that if you have OKRs, or if you want to start apply OKR, you can easily open ConectoHub, then use the two systems. First system, AI-based OKR system. That's so important, understanding your goals and seeing the key results. Based on that machine learning system, we are giving some recommendation about your goals. I just want to show you, firstly, if you are applying OKR, that's easy to set your goals. But if you are new for applying OKR, then it's easy to set goals with ConectoHub. Because why? Because we have AI-based system. If you have some strategy or goal, then we can give you some recommendation based on your goals. For example, if you have an objective being the third biggest e-commerce company in the world, just write it down on ConectoHub, being the third biggest e-commerce company in the world. This is your company objective. You are just starting for OKRs and you don't know how to set key results. Then comes ConectoHub. We are helping based on our AI modules. I am setting my company objective. I am defining the periods, setting my objective annually. And I am defining the grade, because based on OKR system, you should set your objectives motivational. You don't have to achieve 100% of your objective. You can be successful by achieving 70% of your objective. That's how Google apply OKR. they are saying that nobody can achieve 100% of their goals. That should be motivational, and it should be difficult to achieve that goal. You can easily set your success criteria based on your every goal. Like that example, for that example, I'm setting my success criteria like that. And I'm choosing the sales team for that objective. I can easily add any team for that objective too. And I just want to take some notification, see some notification based on my risk calculation. I'm setting some criteria based on my objective management system. That's okay. I'm using my AI assistant for just understanding how that can work, how can simply set key results, because I don't know how to set key results, or I just want to learn better. I'm clicking that AI assistant because I have some goal, and that system is giving me some recommendation, and I can easily create new key results with that recommendation until I see the best results for my company, for my team. If I don't like it, I can easily close that key results recommendation and easily enter and see the different results based on AI assistants. And I can easily add that key results to my objectives. That's the important point of using ConectoHub for starting, for getting better, to setting your key results. We are helping you for every level of your OKR cycle. That's the one important point for ConectoHub. And the second one, I just want to give you an example from our demo account. You are seeing that we have two systems, OKR system and work management system. I just want to start with OKR system. From our objective page, you can easily set your company goals, your department goals. And let's see an example. If you have an objective being the third biggest e-commerce company in the world as company, your teams can work for achieving that goals. And that's the differentiating point of ConectoHub. Easily, you can see your team's contribution for your company goals. For example, your sales team has 40% of responsibility for achieving company goals. Your customer experience team, 10% of responsibility for achieving your company goals. You can set the system, see everyone's responsibility. That's really important. ConectoHub differentiate itself from other platforms by giving you an opportunity to set your contribution. Then let's look at your sales team objective. You are seeing that based on my grading success criteria, they are behind their objective. Why? I am seeing that every individual has some key results, and I'm seeing their contribution for their team's objective. That's so important because every team member can see their contribution, and every manager see their team performance. That's so important for achieving high-level goals. You should improve yourself. You should improve your team. Every team member can improve themselves. Let's look at Özgür Berk. He has a key result, increased close rate from 22 to 27. Let's look at that key result in detail. That's the important point of ConectoHub. That's why we differentiate from other platforms. That's why Trello, Asana users are coming to ConectoHub and giving up that platforms, because they can easily, automatically link their projects and daily tasks with their key results. As I mentioned, that you should separate your key results from your initiatives. What's the initiative meaning? They can be your tasks. They can be your projects. You can choose from a system, from ConectoHub work management system, your projects or daily tasks, or you can easily set a new one. It's so easy, like that one. I have a new customer channel project, and I can easily add that project to my key results, and I can easily create a task that do 100 demo in a week. That's my task. I am adding that task for achieving that key results. Then automatically I'm seeing the progress, and I see differentiating point of key result and initiative for increasing close rate from 22 or to 27%. I'm doing 100 demo in a week. I'm trying to shorten my trial period. I'm doing to do a demo, a big group, and everything. But it's not that. We are giving an opportunity to connect your key results with your data sources from more than 4.5K platforms. That's so important. And the most useful ones, Excel, Google Sheets, and Airtable, the most common useful platforms. What you are looking to see your business output. You can link from that platforms or the other platforms and see the results automatically based on your business output. That's so important. Let's look at into details. You have set your company objective, your team objectives, and individual objectives. You are seeing the whole OKRs in that page. But if you want to look into detail, let's assume that you want to look at sales team objectives. Just click on sales team objectives. You are seeing that system is warning me that they're behind their objectives or they're tracking their objectives. I just want to look into detail if I wanted to. Then I am looking my report section. That's so important. Easily, based on our business output, I'm seeing the results. My OKR status, my OKR progress, and I'm seeing the team progress instantly. That's so important because you are managing a company, you are managing team, you are managing your life. Seeing the results, seeing the big data, it's so important. And the last one, for the teamwork, you can easily give or take a feedback, and you can see your feedback history from your system. That's so important for improvement your personal or team life. Let's see how we can manage our daily tasks and projects. So important. We don't have just projects, we have daily tasks. And generally, when we are looking at our users, I just want to mention that we have companies, we have customers from 14 countries. And we have solved that. They're generally managing their daily tasks. That's so important. We have regular tasks, daily tasks. That's so important to manage from the system because notification is warning you. Because workload is showing your team's busy times and their performance. If you manage your daily tasks from here, then you don't have to track your tasks. You don't have to ask people, what are you doing? Did you do that? It's so easy. Just creating a task, like managing Excel sheets. You are giving a task name, then easily you can assign people, teams, or as you can easily assign to yourself for managing your to-dos. And you can easily set your due date, due hour, and if you want to change that task from your task to other project, you can search a project and send that task to project. You can set dependency, you can set subtasks, and you can add any attachment. With our filter system, when you are looking your activity page, you are seeing the tasks which undone and done tasks. You are seeing the tasks which assigned by you, and the task followed by you. If you want to look into detail, let's say that you want to look sales team overdue task because you are manager. You are clicking assigned by me, then you are choosing a team. That's so easy to manage your work and team actually. You are choosing your sales team and you are choosing overdue tasks. That's so important. That's the morning I'm looking my activity page and I'm seeing that sales team overdue tasks. That's so easy. They can come from any projects or daily tasks. It's so easy. And for managing your files, it's so important to manage your files. From your homepage, you see whole files of your company. You are seeing task name. It's based on tasks, and you are seeing the whole files. If your team members go to another company, then don't worry about it. You see the whole things about your employee work life. That's so important, and you can download it here. Then notifications are your email box. You can easily manage your notification. And your calendar, so important. If you want to integrate your Google or Outlook calendar with your ConectoHub calendar, then that's okay. You are seeing the whole picture, your meetings, your personal life, and your daily tasks. That's so easy to manage your calendar. But if you want to just see the ConectoHub calendar, see that. And we have team section. It's important to manage teams and users. You are seeing the whole users from your system. You are seeing whole teams about your company, and you see your teams. But if you want to create a new team, if you want to manage agile teams, if you want to create a team for assigning a task easily, you can easily create a new team. Then you can easily assign tasks to that team, assign projects to that team, assign objectives to that team, and see the progress, see the performance of that team. That's so important. And with Asana, you cannot assign multiple assignees. You cannot assign two teams. That's why lots of Asana users has come to ConectoHub. They want to manage their work life based on their management system, and it's not easy to assign just one person a task. You should assign a task to one person. You should create any other task for assigning the other person. With ConectoHub, we don't want to waste your time. You can easily assign your tasks and projects with to multiple people or teams. That's an important feature for us, actually. We are listening our users, and they wanted that feature. When we look at to managing our projects, that's the common problem, especially for non-technical teams. And we designed a user-friendly platform for special non-technical teams. Let's look into detail. In your project page, you are seeing list, Kanban, and Gantt view, and your files about your projects, about your specific project, and report section. Let's look into detail. Why I am mentioning about non-technical teams? Because it's easy to use. If you know how to use Excel, then you can easily manage your projects with ConectoHub. I just want to give you an example. You are seeing that I opened lots of sections and I can easily add new section, but that's not a magic point. I just want to show you that. Under the remind section, I can easily ask a task. I'm giving a name. I'm choosing assignee. I'm assigning to me, or I just want to add a sales team. We are doing together, and I'm easily choosing a deadline for my task. That's how easy. If you know how to use Excel, that's so easy to manage your project with ConectoHub. If you put in that details into ConectoHub, then notification can warn you and your team. Then you see your reports. Then you are seeing the whole picture. Whatever you do with list view, you are seeing the Kanban view. If you want to see that Kanban view, if you get used to Kanban view, then you can manage your project with Kanban view. And Gantt view is so important for seeing your timeline, for seeing dependency between tasks. That's so important actually for project managers. I just want to show you that I'm seeing different tasks and their timeline. And I just want to see the movement of dependent tasks with Gantt view. If you have dependent tasks and you are changing dates of one task and the other task is moving with it, it's so important managing time with Gantt view. But you saw your files from your home screen, but you're seeing the whole files about your company. By the time, as the time goes, you are seeing lots of files, but in your project, you are seeing the files about your specific project. In that example, I'm in new customer channels project, and I'm seeing the files about that project. But I skipped that part. I'm sorry. I just want to show you that if you have lots of tasks, how you can manage your project. That's the problematic part of lots of platform. We are giving you filters. It's easy to see the detail about your project assigned by you. All undone tasks, you are seeing that. That's so important, and you can close that filter. From your report section, you are seeing that your planned completion ratio should be 64%, but you have completed 35%. 441 days remaining to finish your project, your KPIs, and your milestones. You are seeing that, but you are seeing that overdue tasks. Who is not doing their tasks and days overdue, and in progress tasks and done tasks. You are seeing the whole details about your specific project, and you are seeing the workload about that project. If you are managing your company, you can say easily that we don't want to see a workload based on your project. Yes, we are giving your whole company workload. That's so important. Manage the workload in a specific project or in your company. I just want to show you that in your dashboards, we have dashboards. You can easily create your dashboards and see the performance of your team. For example, you have created a dashboard for your marketing team. You can easily see the results based on your criteria. Like what? I have said that I just want to see marketing team workload about all time. I can change it to this month, this week, or customly. I can set a time range for my dashboards. I'm seeing the workload. I'm seeing their assigned tasks, overdue tasks, and done tasks. But maybe I just want to look into detail. That's the second widget. You can set your dashboards. I'm seeing the team members in our dashboard page, their assigned tasks, completed tasks, overdue tasks, and ongoing tasks. I'm seeing the whole details about their all-time performance. Just clicking inside, seeing the details, their tasks, which they can come from projects or daily tasks, start date, due dates, and status completed, overdue, or ongoing. That's the way managing your company. We are giving unlimited dashboard for seeing your company performance, team performance, individual performance. That's the thing. managing people, but you can be a manager, you can be a project manager, then you need portfolio. Why? Because managing more than one, more than 10 or more projects maybe, you can easily add projects for your project portfolios. In that example, I have roadmap project portfolio and I'm looking 5 projects. I'm managing 5 projects. I'm seeing the big picture or whatever picture I want. I can easily get rid of that information. For 5 projects, I'm seeing status, task progress, dates, priority, their owners. If I want to see a budget or target, I can easily add them. But it's not the important point sometimes. I just want to see the roadmap of my projects. And I have managing team. I can easily add them. That's an example. If you are a team member of sales team or marketing team or product management team, you can easily add your team members for your project portfolio and look at macro level of your projects. That's so important for managing your portfolios. And on the left bar, you are seeing your favorite projects. How can you open your projects? That's the feature flexibility. That's the important point of ConectoHub. You can easily create a project from your home screen. It's easy to create a project. You can just put a name, then create a project. You can add team members from your company, or you can add team members from other companies as guest users. We have customers from agencies, lots of agencies or marketing teams. They're working with other companies and they're adding guest user for their projects. And guest users can see just one project. They can set admin level restriction. Set, for example, you can set every team member as project admin. You can select project admins, and we have lots of templates. If you want to see any other templates, just write to us. We are adding that template. You can choose a template from our system too. And you can easily set your target and budget your projects. I have created a project from my homepage and I have added maybe a team. Maybe I'm adding a team member. That's the flexibility. I don't have to open a project based on my team. But if you get used to open a project based on your team from other platforms, you can easily do that. Like it. That's a product team. I'm opening a project for just product team. And I am seeing their projects from team section. That's so important. And that's huge platform. You are managing your tasks, you are managing your projects, you are managing your objectives. It's not easy to manage your notification. That's why we set notification page. We are giving you weekly report notification with your email. You are choosing your day and your time. And we have mobile app. You can download it. And you can set notification from your profile. If you want to get new task notification or any other notification, we have different more than 20 notification types, and choose whatever which notification do you want to get with email or mobile push. You can choose it from our system too, and you are seeing whole details about your ConectoHub profile from your admin console. That's the platform, bridging your strategy and your execution. You are setting your strategy, your mission, vision, your goals, your key results, and you are setting your projects and daily tasks for achieving that key results and seeing the big picture. We have created a system, and as I mentioned that we are working with customers from 14 countries. I highly recommend to try that platform and then manage your personal life, manage your teams, and manage your company with it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Banu. We have questions coming in, guys. Before that, Banu was kind enough for us to give you this offer. The 1+1 deal is currently on. I've already posted the details in the comment below. If you grab any of the plans right now, you get another +1 for free. This offer is only available while the webinar is on, so take advantage of that. Meanwhile, Eric is saying great presentation, great demo. Eric is most likely going to be taking the deal. Let's see, we have some questions coming in. Eric is asking, this looks great. I'm looking at Asana for a new business. How does it compare to Asana? I think that's a great question, but
That's great. I'm sharing my screen again because I mentioned that we have lots of customers which switch from Asana to ConectoHub. I highly recommend that to try it. Why? Because with Asana, you cannot assign tasks or projects to multiple people or team. Which our platform, you can assign tasks to many team members. I'm just showing you the details. And you can easily assign your tasks to your teams. That's feature flexibility. That's so important. And in Asana, you have to open a project based on your team. But it ConectoHub, you don't have to. You can open a project based on your team, but easily you can add any team or any team members for your project. You can set a system for your company, whatever you want with ConectHub. We have feature flexibility. Then, with our objectives, you can easily use the integrated system. You are seeing that you have company objectives, your team objectives. Your teams are working for achieving your company objectives. You are giving giving weight to your team members, to your individual members. By that way, you are seeing the contribution. You are seeing individual level, team level, and company level. That's so important. And you can apply your OKRs, top-down, bottom-up, or hybrid. And our differentiating point is that you can easily automatically set your project's daily task from ConectHub and see the progress of your key results. Then, and you can set 4.5K platforms and set your data and see your progress of your goals based on your business outputs. There are so many differentiating points between ConectHub and Asana, especially pricing. You can see, I just want to show you that. You can see from ConectoHub every detail, use cases, why ConectHub, ConectHub versus Asana, ConectHub versus Trello, and ConectHub versus ClickUp. And I highly recommend that look into detail that page and just write. I'm sure that you will choose the best one. Thank you. And I saw that a question that can we use it for small agencies? Absolutely. Can you use for yourself? You can use for yourself. You can use for small agency. You can work with any team with ConectoHub. And plus that, you can set your objectives with ConectHub. I highly recommend that.
Great. The next question is from Eric again. He's asking, is there a limit to the number of guest users we can invite on the lifetime deal?
Now you have a restriction for 10 users, but if you want to use more than 10 users, just write to us.
Okay, great. Can you limit access to each projects by team members to keep them confidential?
You can limit your team member edit your project. That's so important.
Got it. Perfect.
But
Norbert,
if you want to set your project not visible for everyone, for every member of your company, you can easily set private to your project.
great question. So Norbert is asking, does 1+1 deal mean that if I buy one plan B, we would get the second plan B code after refund period? Yes, absolutely. But it's not stackable. That's correct. It's not stackable, Norbert. You can probably use it for your second account, or you can give it away to like one of your team members, or you can probably give it away to like one of your customers. Sometimes you always need that Christmas present, so you can always give away a code of ConectoHub to one of your customers. So I hope with that we have pretty much answered most of the question. Guys, again, if you have any questions, please drop them in, because it's hard to get any sort of webinars around OKRs. It's very difficult because it's difficult to get someone like Banu with so much knowledge and in-depth knowledge around OKRs. Usually you would see us doing a lot of marketing and sales related webinars, which is really you'll find a lot of people doing it, but something with regards to OKR, it's always difficult to talk about and to discuss about, and also at the same time, it's equally important for you to really execute this. But
And I really forgot to show that if you are new OKRs, just click help and getting started from our platform too. We set some training for you. You can easily use that training OKR from scratch, OKR implementation from our platform, and you can easily use video tutorials. But it's not enough. That's okay. You want to see details. We have so many blog posts for setting your OKRs, for telling the story of OKRs, for giving you examples of OKRs. And I remember that one of our friends has asked that an example for personal, individual OKRs. We have a blog post for roadmap, not that one, so sorry. What if Olympic archery metagazos use OKRs for success? That's so important example for managing OKRs for your personal life. You will see the details. You will see the personal objectives and personal key results for one of the most successful athlete in the world. You can easily apply that OKR methodology into your life. You don't have to be an athlete, but we are working we are working as an athlete for our life. How you can manage your personal objectives? Look at that blog post, see that examples, then take that examples for your personal life. But if you are a company or if you are manager of a team, just use different blog posts for your company or for your team. Just take that examples and apply that for your life. That's it, Judith.
awesome, thank you so much. So guys, again, take advantage of the crazy offer. Eric has just said he's just got plan B. Congratulations, Eric, on making the decision. We do see other people sort of making the decision as well. Again, guys, this is one heck of a deal, but more than that, I think what you would really benefit from is Banu and the entire team of ConectoHub, because a lot of you guys, if you're just starting out with OKRs, I think their support is incredibly useful. You can just ping them, ask them. They have a lot of good information on their blog materials. I really think you guys should take advantage of that. Norbert, congratulations on grabbing your plan B. At the same time, it's one heck of a platform. I think one of the beauties about ConectoHub is their UI UX. It's extremely user friendly and helpful. You should really take advantage of that at the same time. And again, more than that, once you start implementing it, you will start seeing results in a matter of a quarter. So Banu, I do have a couple of questions for you. So how often should you be tracking your key objectives? Do you set like a quarterly results, or do you set like a half yearly? When is the ideal time to really look into it?
Based on your company level, I just want to answer that. Based on your OKR level, and if you're a starter, I highly recommend that twice in a month you should check in your progress. But after that time, maybe you can apply it once in a month. Big companies can apply it once in a quarter. We have large enterprise companies, we have scale-up startups. We are seeing that startups and scale-ups should apply that twice in a month. That's so important. It's not matter if you are startup or scale up. You should apply it because life is changing so fast. You should see the results twice in a month. But if you are an individual, I highly recommend that every week you should check your OKRs.
Absolutely. I think Emery is also writing that it's not just the OKRs, but the ability to track your metrics via different data sources. Banu, is it like all integrated via Zapier, or are they like
We are
directly?
using Zapier, and as I show you in our screen, that you can link your sales data, profitability data, and any other data from Google Sheet, from Airtable, from Jira, from Asana. More than 4.5K platforms, you can integrate your data and see the results based on your data, not just one platform. You can choose several platforms for just one key results.
Got it. Got it. Absolutely. That makes complete sense. I think, guys, again, take advantage of that. The deal is already live. Please take advantage of that. Uh, okay, so Eric is saying that on the deals, the wording at the top of the field says we are to basic free plan, at the bottom says we are mapped to business plan, suggested to clarify why life. Banu, can you quickly clarify that?
I should look at that actually for understanding the question.
Yeah, I'm checking that as well.
What they're asking just. What they're saying that I don't actually understand that they're saying that plan A is similar to free plan.
And the top of the field says it's mount to basic. Eric, I'm not able to locate that. Can you please write in the comment?
Explain your question. Yeah, we don't
Because
understand that.
yeah, because Eric, if you see on the plan A, it clearly says that all features and updates are mapped to business plan. And
Yeah,
if you go down to the plan B, it's again mapped to business plan. So it clearly says which plan it's mapped to and all the features and updates that are related to that. So whatever business plan that you see on the Connect to website, it's tied up to that.
it reads basic. All features of the basic plan, because we are mentioning that you have all features of the basic plan, plus you
Oh,
will
okay,
have
okay, okay, okay.
OKRs, plus
Okay,
plus plus
so
plus.
okay, so Eric, plan A is the first one, and then plan B. So what plan B basically says, it includes everything from plan A, and then rest of the additional things in plan B. So I hope that clarifies your question. Awesome, awesome. So guys, with that, before we sort of like look into wrapping things up, Banu, which was your favorite question out of all the questions so far?
Actually, I'm looking at the questions, but I think individual one is great question, and small agencies is great question, because
You have to pick one of them.
really
Yeah.
individual one.
Perfect. So Balaji, do reach out to me right now. Please let me know, because you have just won one code of ConectoHub. We would love to sponsor that to you. So make sure that you please let us know your email in the chat. With that, guys, we will be wrapping up this particular session. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any feedback, suggestion, feel free to reach out to us at any point of stage. I'm very approachable. Or you can send us an email at support@pitchground.com. We're going to be coming back with more of such webinars around OKRs based on the current topics and a question that you guys have asked for. We'll try to dive deeper into it. Maybe me and Banu can start setting up a foundation of how you can start your OKR from scratch, right? Diving into Connect to Hub and more practical sessions at the same time. Plus, maybe in the future sessions, we'll also talk about how you can connect your Zapier and automate your different data points to ensure that everything is being tracked and automated. So with that, guys, we'll be wrapping up this session. I hope you guys enjoyed today's session. Until the next webinar, see you everyone, and have a great week ahead, everyone. Thank you so much, Banu, for coming up and doing this webinar with us.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.